we're starting the YouTube hangout. So
hello, YouTube.
At least we have that.
Right. I don't have it.
All right. Let's see. Shit. Well, we are out of luck. I have no way to get to the fucking streams.
Oh, well.
You know, that pisses me off. Where does Avast come off deleting my programs without warning? You know what? I'm tweeting them right now. I am tweeting Avast right now.
He loves tweeting people, especially about.
I don't know why you installed
that
that piece of shit after the last fiasco you had, but Gators, apparently you never learn. I mean, I
use Windows Defender. That's the only thing I use.
That is a shithole. That's why I use AVG. At least it doesn't delete my shit.
I don't use any extra antivirus programs. I use Windows stuff.
But
it's fine.
No, well, AVG started installing all kinds of garbage and crap when I was using it.
Free version didn't do that on me.
Yeah, it did it to me. That's why I stopped. And then I was using the Norton that comes with Xfinity, but then I got a virus using it. So then I put Avast back because at least with Avast I didn't get viruses. And yeah, it
just delete your software.
Yeah, that's the first time. Now I've had it do things where it blocks software that it doesn't recognize, but this is the first time it ever just went and completely deleted it because now my shortcut goes, it's gone, it's not there.
Doesn't it have like a quarantine folder or something?
It's just gone.
So Avast doesn't stick anything in like a quarantine folder or anything.
There is a quarantine, but it didn't tell me what it was doing, and now I can't. It just completely removed the Messenger program minutes before the show.
Gators, I don't what. I don't know. I never have these problems. You know what you need to do, Gators? Go back to Windows 3.1.
I'm sure Venison has a copy of that.
3.1, that's too new.
Oh, it's too new. No, I thought he had 98.
Well, for me, I'm saying it's too
Oh, for you? Oh, I see. You need to go back to...
All right. You know what? I hover over Avast, and Avast has the audacity to tell me when I bring out the window, everything is good in big green letters. No! Everything is not good!
Gators, you should do a system restore.
I don't think that'll work.
All right,
Did you make a restore point today?
Tools, sandbox, safe zone, firewall, no, store, my devices, help, feedback. Give us feedback. Okay, all right, there's something I can use.
Oh, no, here we go.
All right, here we go. Minutes before I needed to connect to the server to do my internet radio show, I brought up the messenger and connection software I use every week and have used every week for nearly 5 years now. Avast decided, since it didn't recognize this program, to completely remove it on me minutes before the show. I now have no easy way to get back the program, and now I'm unable to fulfill my obligations that I have
do a
every
stream
week
on Wild Bunch Gators.
due
Just go over there and just say Dune and Bob on Wild Bunch
piece
for one
of
day only.
shit program uninstalling my essential software without warning or permission. Who in the hell do you think you are?
Oh, Jesus
coming
Christ.
into my machine and fucking with my software without permission? I should take you to court for this.
Wait, what?
Go to hell, Avast. Love. No, not love.
Aww.
Yours in Christ, Gators.
Aww.
There we go.
Gators. You know, you got offended when I said you needed therapy.
I'm pissed. piss. That is to me. That is unacceptable. To uninstall software on a machine without permission. That's like.
Well, if it
That's
sees
the
a
type of-
file and it thinks it's a virus,
But it should ask permission. That's the type of thing I would expect a virus to do.
well, you're barking up the wrong tree there, buddy. Speaking of barking up the wrong tree, Killian, what are you doing? Oh.
Oh, wait a minute. It turns out that this doesn't actually submit my message. It's a search. Now it says report a problem, and then when you click enter, it searches to find similar responses found. I have updated to Avast 2014 as advised. This fucking piece of shit has fucked up my laptop. Thanks. Okay, so I'm not alone here. Avast is so popular for an incredibly horrible antivirus program. Software Updater shows Mozilla Firefox to be updated while it is last version. Please remove the new Software Updater feature. It's bugging. Save price, really? I expect Avast to help avoid crap like that, and now you sponsor it? Disgusting. Okay, so basically this is just returning other people's complaints.
You know, Gators, I'm pretty damn sure there are other antivirus programs out in the world.
I've tried them. AVG was installing crap and fucking with my browser, and Norton was letting viruses in.
What about McAfee?
That's a virus in itself.
Are you trying to make things worse on my computer, Damon?
What about Windows Security Essentials?
What?
I do use that. Well, I use Windows Defender and 8.
From the same people that brought us Windows 98, Windows ME, and Windows Vista?
And Windows
They
8.
also brought you Windows 7 and Windows 2000.
And XP.
Yeah, well, you know...
So you flip a coin, you know. Look, they get every other operating system wrong. And on that note, my pizza's here.
All right.
Yay, pizza!
I'm back.
Well, hopefully it doesn't have a virus on it. Okay, so I still can't find like if there's some sort of a sandbox or something that because I think it should put it in the quarantine. But so I'm thinking if I can get to the quarantine, I should be able to get it out of the quarantine and go, hey, put that fucking thing back. But I can't find a quarantine anywhere in Avast to get the messenger program back so we can actually get connected and start the fucking show already. And we got no one's going to the YouTube stream, which is the only place we're broadcasting, so no one's even listening to the show we're trying to do.
Did you put a link on Twitter on it?
I did.
Okay.
I put a link on Facebook.
Does NHB have an FTP server or something?
Hello there, caller.
Find software in? Huh?
Hello there, caller.
Hello?
Hello, caller.
Hello?
No, I'm not talking
Hello?
to you. I'm talking to the guy on Skype. Hello, caller.
Hello, caller. Hello? Hello?
Okay, the caller's not talking. And we know that
caller,
Skype sound
you
was
should talk.
working because
You
we heard
hit the mute
Damon.
button. Yeah,
One.
mute button.
Hello?
Hello? Oh, I hear you. One?
I wondered if this might be a good time to come. Maybe Mr. Stumpy has heard about Audrey Lochinward or poem. And the striped tiger lives in that closet.
Okay, that was fun.
I have a question for you, Gators. Gators, are you wearing wearing your sweater today? Did you put your sweater on?
I did not put. No, I got my Dune and Bob Show
That
on.
was the almighty
right.
Fred Rogers that came from the grave to
All right.
visit us.
I'm giving that call poor quality. Other please
Why?
specify.
That was awesome quality. I approve
No,
of that call.
Mr. Rogers soundboard, no stars. That's why I'm filling in for other on my complaint about that call. There we go. Feedback submitted.
But I like Mr. Rogers.
Yeah, Mr. Rogers is okay.
And he talked about striped tiger, which is what, Henrietta? Henrietta's the striped tiger.
But some dude with Cheetos dust covering his fingers, clicking a mouse to play random clips out of context of a low fidelity sound quality over Skype is not cool.
Gators. How do you know they didn't use chopsticks to eat their Cheetos?
I'm thinking that if the person had enough class to use chopsticks to eat Cheetos, they would have found better sounding Mr. Rogers clips. So I'm going with the orange coated fingers here.
They're delicious.
That's what I'm
love
thinking.
Cheetos.
Oh, don't get me wrong, I like Cheetos, but I think they have too many carbs.
What?
I don't know. I haven't checked the.
Well, I had a ham and cheese croissant for breakfast. That's a lot of carbs.
No. What I have on the weekends for lunch is more of a snack and to hold me over to dinner because I have a big breakfast on the weekend, whereas normally I don't have that big of a breakfast during the week. But I usually have a bag of pork rinds, the spicy kind, because the non-spicy kind tastes like styrofoam, whereas the spicy kind, at least they have a flavor to them.
It's a spicy styrofoam.
Yeah. Yeah, and those are tasty, and those are 0 carb. Okay, so I've found no way to get the messenger program back.
Well, you could stream. We could do a special Wild Bunch Dune and Bob.
I don't know. Doesn't Zoe go on around this time?
I guess so. I don't know. Maybe. I guess so. Never mind.
I don't know. I don't know either.
Gators, maybe you should. We could go on the Shaggy Radio Network.
Oh, I don't. No. I need to get on the fucking
How about
streams.
Social Crime? Can we go on Social Crime?
It's the streams I need to get on to.
Yeah, I know. What about DEFCON, is that still around? We can go on there. Go on Technofrag? Anyone? I guess not. How about the Mars Radio Network?
All right, well, Damon's back with a pizza.
Yes.
And not a Mr. Rogers soundboard, thank God.
What?
Does your pizza fit in your kitchen?
Barely.
Okay.
That was a good question.
Nothing fits in my kitchen right now.
No.
So what's the status report?
The status report is someone called with a Mr. Rogers soundboard and didn't even have the courtesy to get decent sound quality clips to use on it.
But talked about the striped tiger. Henrietta was awesome.
Whatever.
Alrighty then.
All right, so that's been our only call. We now have 3 viewers on the YouTube Hangout stream, and still no sign of Rico responding to my IM or anyone responding to the staff list, so that I can actually get on the damn stream.
I mean, this is a surprise, Gators. I would think, at the staff of the No Holds Bar Radio Network, the former #1 all-original comedy radio station on the internet, when a broadcaster's in need, you would think these guys would be right there, taking care of your needs so that we would not have to deprive our listeners of the quality entertainment that we have.
Yeah, that's I think the funniest material you've had in a long time, Damon.
Right.
I just realized I take backups of my C drive every morning. So I should open up the software I use and see if I can restore individual files. Because I know I take like an image of the disk, and I have a spare hard drive that I could then image with that image and then boot to it.
What are you using, Ghost or?
Ease US Todo backup.
All right, I'm taking we're taking the poll right now on how long it's going to take for Gators to flip out that he may not be able to restore individual folders or directories from an image.
All right, and I do have a backup that was taken at 6:30 a.m. this morning. So let's take a look. Let's see. Disk partition recovery. Oh, here we go. File recovery. All right, file recovery. Okay, file images. Let's take a look. All right, system backup 12/24/2013, because that's the date that I took the first backup, and so the job has the name of that date, even though I take it every day. All right, next. All right, so now let's see. The NHG Messenger program is looking for C:/user/Jonathan/desktop/NHP. No, that's where the actual shortcut is. It's looking for C. No, that's desktop. Deployment provider URL. Oh, wait a minute. That's the link, isn't it? Let's see. Let's see if we.
I don't know.
That might be just what I need. And here I thought I was going to have no material. Oh, here we go. NHC Messenger client application. Save file. Of course, do I remember my password? Application cannot be started. Contact the application vendor.
What?
It's probably been updated since then.
All right. Found the link. The messenger program is broken. Can't run. Please, dude, help.
Just remember, folks, your donation dollar is hard at work right here.
I refuse to participate in any future telethons. I think we have no business asking anyone for money at this point.
Oh boy.
I mean, I really think, like, you know, what are we doing with it? You know, nothing useful.
Oh.
Well, let's see here. We are literally, what, almost 2 months away from what would have been the, what?
All right.
12th annual?
Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to disable Avast and see if it's just that Avast is blocking it without even telling me it's blocking it. No, even with Avast disabled, I still cannot start the messenger program. So it maybe
right-click and run as administrator, Gators.
What the hell did Avast fucking do to my computer? Because I can't even make it work with the URL now. No, run as administrator isn't an option.
Oh, you broke it.
Because it's a shortcut. It's not a, but it's a shortcut to what? What is it? What is it even pointing to? I can't even look at the properties. Don't even tell me what it's pointing to. What the fuck in the hell kind of fucking program is this?
Well,
NHB.
أنا أحب الدجاج 1100 1100 أنا أحب الدجاج 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 أنا أحب الدجاج
No, the countdown's not done yet.
الدجاج أنا أحب 1100
Oh, they hung up.
Oh.
That took care of that.
Wow.
Okay. So I have the link, which is nhradio.com/files/client-v2/stuff. And I could save it, and then I have the application, and then I can run it, but it keeps on saying application cannot be started, contact the application vendor. And when I open up the details, it opens up this log file that goes, you know, platform version, sources, and file E downloads. Okay, so it says where I'm running this thing from. So it's the same thing that's on my desktop. And there's an application URL that goes to this NHP client.exe.manifest and error summary, activation of E downloads resulted in exception. Following failure messages were detected. Activation failed. The system cannot find the file specified. The manifest for this application does not have a signature. So I don't know why this is failing. But I can't do a show on this network until this gets fixed. All right, does anyone have a number for Rico?
Nope.
Yeah, you do.
I don't.
No, I really don't.
How did you ever communicate with him?
He called me. I may have had his number at one point, but I don't anymore.
In future cases, you should give somebody else a copy of the messenger, maybe Gators. Too bad I kept turning it down.
I don't think that's the issue.
What about venison?
Venison wouldn't have it.
All right, I'm sending an email directly to
Um,
Rico asking him to call.
Oh, nice.
Because I don't know what's going on. And the thing is, at this point, I don't even know if it has anything to do with the fact that, because Avast went fucking nuts when I tried to run it. And now Avast doesn't go fucking nuts and is disabled. And I have the, the program, and I'm running it, and it just keeps on saying it can't find it. So I don't even know what it's looking for, or if there's something missing, or what the hell's going on. And I can't do a damn thing until we get Rico in here, and you know how Rico is a track talent. I might not do another show until 2025 at this point.
Uh-oh. Yeah, this is one way to get,
But hey, at least I've added a 16 RPM record to my collection.
Oh!
A what?
Gators, is it this song?
No, it's this song.
Oh, I like this song, though. But I like that song better. I can't mute it.
Oh, that song. No, that's 45.
I like this song, though!
There we go. It plays at 16 RPM, so you get twice as much of this music that you would normally get.
So you actually got it, Gators?
Yeah, I have 2 records from this series of records.
Wow!
See,
Hey, do you have a record of someone smacking their lips like really loud in a mic? Because that is just awesome.
I don't.
I
need
do
a
like
record.
that.
I don't need a record for that.
that might be me eating my pizza, but that's still better than some of the background noise I've heard on Gators' show from time to time. People rustling papers, smoking weed, coughing randomly into microphones, not turning the mic off and having random conversations in the background over top of Gators.
Yeah. Your point is?
Oh, hey!
Lawnmowers.
Hey, Dude joined us.
Aww.
Yeah, Dude can't be here this week because he's mowing the lawn. So.
Is that what he's calling it?
Wait.
Yeah.
Wait. Is that legit?
Yeah, that's legit. You hear him mowing the lawn, don't you?
I have nothing to say.
For God's sake, shut up!
Apparently the neighborhood kids are pissing him off too while he's mowing the lawn.
For God's sake, shut up! Cut! Cut! For God's sake, shut up! Here we go.
Yeah, so there we go. That's Dude mowing the lawn.
When I have a hard day on the farm, I love drinking the sweat of 2 gay dogs.
He says the strangest stuff when mowing the lawn. But no, yeah, because he spent all week building a deck, and so he didn't get around to mowing the lawn, and then it was like raining, and then the lawn got really tall, so he's got to mow it twice.
So, okay.
So if he doesn't mow it now, it's going to be dark, and then he's got to go back to work tomorrow, and then the lawn will get really tall, and then he'll be in a pickle.
For
A
God's
pickle?
sake, shut up!
I don't know. That's what he said. I didn't realize you could grow pickles. I thought you grew cucumbers and then pickled them, but apparently it's
You'd be amazed what you find in a lawn
yeah,
when the grass gets really big.
yeah.
So.
All right. So, anyways, I guess we might as well pretend like we're on the streams, even though we're not. Well, hey, I'll find some way. Do we even post podcasts anymore? Are there any NHB podcasts, or because I know I have a podcast, but that's because I do my own. We don't have the auto podcast going anymore, so I don't even know where Dune podcasts would. Well, I guess the YouTube files are.
Yeah,
Dune's
that's a
podcast these
YouTube
days.
one for Dune and Bob.
All right, so someone could just play this later. Of course,
Yeah.
it's on my account instead of Dune's account, so that might confuse people because how would they know where to look for it?
Oh boy.
Well, you could do, you can tell Dune later, send that link to Dune and have him tweet it, because that's where he's been tweeting.
Oh, there we
all
go.
this
Oh,
other
you
stuff.
know what? I should probably tweet like to Tune in to the Dune and Bob Show with Gators, Mars, Neo's Fan, Damon's Pizza, and
I don't even have my fucking fan on anymore.
I'm going for the joke. I'm not going for accuracy. I'm going for the joke. I said Damon's Pizza's on the show too, and doing the lawnmower. Oh, actually, no, we'll do it with Gator's record. Mars's YouTube links. Neo's Fan, Damon's Pizza, and Dune's Lawnmower. And that's the link to the Messenger program. That is not the link to the YouTube stream. I need to grab that from my clipboard. Where is that? That's over on this page.
Wow.
So I tried listening to Liam's stream last night.
Oh, he did a stream last night?
Yeah, he did a. This is too long for a tweet.
Was he playing Swamp again?
I was going to say that was probably too long.
Well,
yeah, I think Liam was playing with himself last night.
If I get rid of spaces in between the sentences and commas, I could get this.
Yeah.
I just need to get rid of 6 characters, so I'm going to delete 6 spaces. All right, we can make and Bob one word. There we go. There we go. Perfect. Okay. Yeah, but well, I don't know. I was sitting at my computer playing with MP3s, and I noticed that Leah posted a link in Twitter because I was yelling in Twitter about what bullshit iPods and MP3s and file tags are. And Liam posted he was going to broadcast, so I clicked on the link, and he was playing different background musics. And, Rico's here. Sorry, man, was out. Set.
Rico!
Yay!
I miss you, Rico.
How dare you go out, Rico?
Because the streams must hear the combination of the lawnmower sound effect and the 16 RPM record. This is quality radio right here.
Yes, David. You know, only if you could have the lawnmower in quad, so it just go all the way around. That would be awesome.
Yeah.
This hurts my soul. Okay.
Gators, could you have a lawnmower that goes from all around 4 speakers
Well,
like that?
one
So you could sit right in the middle and have the lawnmower go all the way around.
One could do that, I suppose, because the way my dad always taught me to mow the lawn was to go around in a circle and keep getting closer to the middle. So one could set up a omnidirectional, or you know, some sort of a 4-channel microphone in the middle, and then you would mow to the microphone. So it, not only would it go around a circle, but it get closer and closer and closer to you.
You know, Venison actually did a venison stew, mowing the lawn.
All right, Rico sent me a link to the setup executable. Okay.
Thank you, Rico.
All right, let's run
see what
that.
happens with this.
Let's see. Setup4.exe is not a valid Win32 application. Norton has found
Broke it, Gators.
Norton has found it not safe and has removed it.
Wait, are you still running Norton?
Yes.
Uninstall Norton if you're running AVG, man, or Avast.
Well,
You don't need both.
I haven't gotten around to uninstalling Norton, so let's go into my.
Wait! You're an IT person?
I figured I'd be twice as safe. It's like wearing 2 condoms.
Wait, then you ain't feeling nothing, boy.
They haven't been fighting with each other. They've been getting along.
Not to mention wearing 2 condoms actually puts you more at risk.
Details. Minor details.
Oh, God, this hurts.
Well, I always got to come up with facts to ruin what I'm saying.
Oh, I'm so sorry we have to introduce factual information into the broadcast.
What do you think this is? A educational stream?
Well, we're always trying to be educational, Gators, I thought.
I suppose we should be responsible and let people know that they should not wear 2 condoms.
They should also not run 2 antivirus programs at the same time.
Apparently, The thing is, I've heard of people who are like allergic to latex will put on a lambskin condom and then put on a latex condom on top of the lambskin condom.
Why? Why would they do that?
Because the lambskin condoms are more porous than the latex condoms, but they're not allergic to them.
Okay.
All right, so let's see. Setup 4 is deleted, so I got to re-download it. All right, there we go. Save file. There we go. Setup4.exe. Run. A vast deep screen is analyzing a file. No problems found. Application cannot be started. All right, let's try again.
You right-click and run as administrator.
Let's see. Well, now I keep getting the same error as before. It keeps saying application cannot be started. Contact the application vendor.
The adventures
Dang.
of modern messenger programs.
Do I have .NET installed? Yeah, of course I do. Why wouldn't I? I do.
Which version?
I
Do
don't
you have
know.
your C++ runtimes installed? The 2005?
Here, I'm gonna.
Did you check your TCP/IP settings?
Fuck you.
Check your
Okay.
cookies.
I'm gonna send him the log. See if that helps.
Ooh, oh, great, you're sending him a log. Poor Rico.
Okay. Well, his name is Rico. Where the hell is the... I saved the log to the desktop. I'm on my desktop. I don't see the log. Oh, here it
Maybe
is.
you deleted your log.
You know, I really am almost sorry now that I suggested we try and merge the messengers into one program.
This is your fault, Damon. I blame you.
Okay, that's fine.
You know,
It was a
Damon,
good idea at the time, all right?
if you took my phone calls and had conversations with me when I was like looking to, improve upon the station, it'd still be shit today, but at least we could say we tried.
Look, the whole point behind a unified messenger program,
Oh, I understand the concept.
and not to mention we would, if we fired somebody, Gabe, although I see that they're back.
Oh.
Yes.
Well, kind of. Their stream broke on Saturday, so.
Despite my objections, they're back.
But it's okay. Their systems broke Saturday.
I basically said, fine, whatever, as long as they can't post the staff list. And
Now you know.
by they, I mean just one of them, because one of them I'm fine with. The other one creeps me out and sends me naked pictures. And I think you all
Gators.
know who's who.
Now you know what I was trying to say how many years ago.
Well, I knew he was an asshole, but I didn't know that he was going to go all creepy gay stalker on me. That I could... You could not have possibly foreseen that.
I didn't foresee that. I just...
Exactly! I could deal with an asshole.
See,
I can't deal with creepy gay
but again,
stalker
if
dude.
you would have listened to me, you wouldn't have to deal with creepy stalker naked picture sending asshole.
Well, I don't have to deal with him anymore. I blocked him on all fronts, and I continue to block him on all fronts, and that's the end of that.
Yeah.
I haven't. Unfortunately. By the way, he still listens to you, Gators.
Just
Still loves
unzip
you.
that
Just to let you
somewhere.
know.
He doesn't bother me.
Still loves you, Gators.
Don't-
Every time he messages me, I say, dude, I don't know why you're asking me. I don't work with NHB anymore.
He should know that. All right, I'm going to make a folder in my program folder, x86 folder, called NHB Messenger,
Uh-huh.
and I'm going to unzip the contents of this folder that Rico sent me over to here.
Uh-huh.
Just unzip that somewhere, run NHB Messenger client.exe, as long as that is installed. Avast file system shield has blocked a threat. move to...
You say allow?
Add the file to the scan exclusion list. Report the file as a false positive. Now, I tried doing this last time, but the links don't do anything. And then the window disappears.
No.
Let's see. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 files in here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 files over here. Oh, it keeps deleting the NHP Messenger client executable.
What
Yes,
a
it
shock!
doesn't like that, Gators.
And it keeps doing it!
Nice.
Exception! Exception! Add it to the exception!
Did you try reporting it as a
Nice.
false positive?
False positive. Program name, NHP Messenger program. Program publisher. His name is Rico. Program version, -27. The program comes from a trusted source. Additional information, your email address, j_at yahoo.com.
Don't give that out online, God.
Venison88@yahoo.com.
Oh, wait. Now, which of these fields am I supposed to put the email address in? Because your email address is in between two... okay. Oh, I'm supposed to put that down here. Additional information. Stop blocking this! Exclamation, 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 exclamation. I know what I'm doing. Check that box. Submit. The file will be submitted for analysis during the next update. So I have to wait for the next update to use it?
Yes.
And once
Sorry,
again,
you can't do a show. We
this,
can't do a show for at least a month or two. Sorry, Gators.
call this episode of the Dune and Bob Show Reasons Not to Use Avast 2014.
I've yet to find a better option than this, though.
Oh, this is a great
love
option,
Avast.
Gators. This is fantastic. You know, let me tell you, you got the leading antivirus program right there, man.
Gators, stop Avast and then run the exe.
But then once Avast starts again, it's going to delete it again.
Well, turn the freaking antivirus off during the show and don't go to
Gators,
YouTube when
Gators,
Venison sends you.
I have the ultimate solution.
All right, we've turned Avast off until I reboot. There
Yes.
we go. There we go. Now I can make a new shortcut to that. And I can run that. All right, username. I think that's Gators, but I forget now. And I think that's my password.
Oh, God.
All right, we're waiting. We're waiting. I click the login
Login
button.
incorrect.
It's thinking. I'm in. I'm in.
See? It's that easy, Gators. I was hoping you figured that one out. I could have told you this a while ago.
Well, I did disable it, but it had already deleted the executable, and running the link wasn't reinstalling the executable.
Why does this remind me of the Live Mesh?
No, this.
Oh, yeah, I remember Live Mesh. I've heard that show on Wild Bunch 800,000 times.
This is almost
That's
as
a
good
good
as that.
episode.
All I remember about that show is Gators flipping out and Barefoot Lurker in the background just going, bitch, 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 bitch.
All right, we are on.
We are on what?
We are on the streams.
The reason we
You
are
should
40 minutes...
tweet this.
Wait, what?
You should... Gators, you should tweet this.
He's playing the intro.
Let them know.
I'm telling Rico it worked, and now I'm going to the. Now we
Don't
gotta.
even bother playing the intro, dude. Just...
You should play the intro. Or you know
Hey,
he should do.
if this
he
were
should do
my
the Suburban
show-
Homeboys and play the intro.
Okay, that's enough of that. If this were my show, I'd say fuck all to the intro, but this is Dune show. We have standards here. And sure, those standards involve being 45 minutes late because of the messenger program, but that was beyond my control. So here we go.
The following program is intended for mature audiences.
Don't worry, I'm not going to hurt you.
Welcome, human.
I am ready for you.
We show onboard computer synchronization.
Roger that.
I have come here to chew bubblegum and kick ass. And I'm all out of bubblegum.
Let's rock! Oh, you're going straight to hell for that one.
That's the fact, Jack!
Back off, man. I'm a scientist. Is this moron number one? Put moron number two on the phone.
I'm funny how? I mean, funny like I'm a clown, I amuse you, I make you laugh. What do you mean funny? Funny how? How am I funny?
Yeah, I know that, dude. You're mocking me, aren't you? Sure. A monkey's might fly out of my butt.
Oh, my heart just stopped. Ah, there it goes.
And we're here. We made it.
Hi for the second half of the show.
We made it 15 minutes early for the second half of the show.
Wow. What?
Well,
are you ready to play promos? Are you ready to play commercials?
No, we're not doing commercials.
It's all
Yeah, he
excited.
played the intro. Now he's going to go to break. That makes tons of sense.
Yeah, I see nothing. Gators, David, do you see a problem with that?
Mars,
What?
don't make me rip your testicles out and
You'd have to make it to California.
I could do it.
Okay. Well, you know where Gators lives at least. You don't know where I live.
No, he doesn't know where I live either. You
I have
know,
a seeing eye dog. I can find you while being crossed over
Oh,
streets.
you know what? You know what? There's a lot of streets here. Watch out. There's a six-lane street you have to cross here.
thank you, Bill Gates. Ugh, God. I give up. I'm done with internet radio after today.
Oh, Gators, we miss you. See, that's relaxing music.
Fuck relaxing music.
What about Damon's song? Doesn't that make you angry if you listen to it?
Now what'd you do?
I am going to find M Audio's headquarters, grab the first person I find in the building by the throat, and tell them, fix it or die!
Oh.
Gators.
This goddamn motherfucking M Audio sound card keeps blue screening my machine multiple times through the show over this stupid fucking IRQ conflict that no one can fucking fix! I've fucking had it with this!
Alrighty then.
I'm done. I am done with internet radio. Internet radio can go to hell.
You know, the irony of this is, listen to the background music while Gators is completely losing his shit. I mean, that's funny to me. What did you leave? I guess he left. My God.
Where were we?
Gators?
Yeah.
Is this the same 16
Breathe.
inch? The 16 RPM Gators?
Yes.
Breathe in the
Still
air,
playing?
Gators. Don't be afraid to care.
Is it less than an hour? Is that what you said?
I don't know if that's an hour for the whole record or an hour per side. It says an hour, which implies the record's an hour, which color me unimpressed because K-Tel records that play at 33 last an hour. I don't know.
Did you have to change your needle for that one? Or is it the same?
No, it's the same needle. I'll have to get a stopwatch out and time this record one of these days.
That's a sign of boredom right there.
Well, no, I won't sit there and watch it the whole time.
Record it and just look at the recording and see when it ends and say, okay, that's the time. Hit record, walk away, and come back.
Yes, ladies and gentlemen, the pinnacle of internet broadcasting right here.
Oh, man.
Where did you find this masterpiece of music, Gators?
Amazon.com.
Yeah?
Wow.
Oh, the webcam fell off the top of the computer, so everyone's got a lovely view of my curtain right now.
At least it's not your crotch.
Let's see. I don't feel like balancing it on top of my monitor right now, so I'm just going to balance it on top of this little speaker here. And there. You get a nice view of my turntable and shelves.
Nice. Actually, that's that's awesome.
Oh, there we go. Nice view of my shirt.
Oh, wait, is this a Woot shirt?
No, it's a Dune shirt. Oh, there we go. Now you can kind of see part of my face.
So,
Gators, let me ask you a question.
Finally.
That sound card you love so much.
Yeah.
How many ins and outs?
8 in, 8 out.
Which one is that?
M Audio Delta 1010 LT.
Is that the one you have?
Yeah. If you Google it, you can find all kinds of people having IRQ conflict issues with it.
Oh, yeah, I remember I Googled that when you first told me about it. Yeah.
Now, it worked perfectly fine on my old machine, and I have a second one that's an M Audio with 4 in, 4 out that's on the broadcast machine. No problems there. So, but this machine, it gives me all these IRQ conflicts, and no one has a solution for them. It's like, try changing the slots. Well, there's 2 PCI slots in this motherboard, and I've tried both of them, and they're both problematic. Uninstall, reinstall. I've done that multiple times.
The problem with this is,
I even asked Vamp. Vamp basically spent an hour berating me for being an idiot for thinking that I could try to fix it.
Okay.
The
problem with M Audio is they're kind of sucky lately because like a lot of people that have the fast track 40s, I think they're not supporting them either with Windows 7 or above. And I'm like, dude, that's not right. People spend lots of money for your cards. You should support them. Apparently, this one's not being really supported either. They haven't done driver updates. They did some decent driver updates and probably fix it.
Well, what I really need a way to change the IRQ it's using and to block anything else from using that IRQ. It's really that simple. I just need to be able to assign it to an IRQ and tell everything else this one's used, back the fuck off of it. That's what I need. But no one provides a way to do that. Why is this thing not dialing video vamp?
What OS are you running?
7. 64.
There's this other concept called New sound card?
There's not a sound card with 8 ins and outs that's affordable.
Oh, see, that's the word right there, affordable.
Right, because now there are a lot of, I was looking at a lot of, what was it, Focusrite, I think, cards that look nice. And they claim to have like 8 ins, 8 outs, or 12 ins, 12 outs.
Right?
But when you actually get to the specs, they count the digital outputs, or they count the headphone outputs. And it ends up having only like 2 useful outputs.
Which one did you look at? Because I just bought the Scarlett 18i20.
Yeah, well, that's one of them. And how many actual inputs and outputs does it have?
I have to look on the back, but it claims 8 in.
Have you looked at the
all right.
login?
All right, let me look at that one. All right, the Scarlett 18.
Paying $500.
All right.
Oh, the Scarlett.
Oh, that's one of the expensive ones.
What is it, like 300 or 400?
Well, what do you need? Do you need any digital ins and outs?
I don't need digital. I just need basically I use let's see, I use a pair of ins and outs for Skype, a pair of ins and outs for Team Talk, and a pair of ins and outs, an output for my Windows Sounds, input for the YouTube stream. So I really need 6
You know,
and
the funny
6
thing
outs.
is, he does all this. Most people that do all this have a screen reader. They're pushing through another out, which is hilarious.
So wait, how many ins and outs
At
are we
least
talking?
that I know.
6 and 6?
Like, oh,
I need 6 and 6. All right, let's take a look.
Yeah.
The 18i20 does have 8 mic line Combi XLR inputs, so that's good in the input department. And output, it's got 18 quarter-inch line outputs. All right, so that one would work, but like I said, that's the expensive one.
Try the.
How much is expensive?
All right, well, hold on. What are you looking to spend, Gators?
Right now, I'm looking to spend nothing because I'm planning on moving across the country in a few months, possibly.
Well, let's talk realistically here.
Yeah, that's true.
Because, like, if you had no other choice, let's say this Delta card died today.
I'd dig out the iMic cards from my box. And
Well, you dig out what?
the iMic cards.
iMic?
Yeah, you know, the cards that made Kevin Reeves retire.
Oh yeah, those.
How about this, Gators?
No, seriously, I need to like spend as little as possible right now.
You know,
No, it's completely understandable.
Technically, I'm selling my Tascam FW1884.
I have a Turtle Beach Catalina if you want. That's not going to do much.
Shut up, Mars.
Maybe I could dig out the Turtle Beach Santa Cruz card. I think I still have that kicking around.
I have one of those too, Gators. But the Catalina was better. The reason the Catalina was better, it had an optical in and an optical out.
Yeah, and it had the Versa jack.
I used those cards for a while, but
does the J Squared robot know about
6 in
that?
and 6 out.
Hey, I still have the oh wait, yeah, that would be good. I still have the Aardvark card kicking around.
And you're bitching about M audio.
How would that run on Windows 7?
I don't think there's a Windows 7 driver for it.
Gators, look at the. I know they make
Catalina, dude. Freaking Turtle Beach stopped supporting their Catalinas. I was so depressed when Windows XP.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
I'm sorry, you don't have drivers.
The Santa Cruz card doesn't have Windows 7 drivers because I remember I spent like a month bitching at Turtle Beach.
Yeah, I was so mad. And those were great cards too. Those were awesome.
I spent a month. Every time they reply saying, "Sorry, we can't help you. Is there anything else we can do to help you?" I kept replying back saying, "Yeah, you can help me by making a driver for this card." And they kept saying, "No, we're not going to do that." And I kept, "Is there anything else we can do to help you?" "Yeah, make a driver for this card."
My Catalina was a 7.1. It was freaking awesome.
So, Damon, you were going to
I was
going
to say, you know, the Focusrite Scarlett series does have other sizes besides. I mean, the 18i20 is the top of the line, and I bought it.
That's the only one. That's the only one that's got 6 analog in, 6 analog out, as far as I could see. The other ones.
No.
Yeah. All right.
No, there's the 18i8.
All right, let's look at the 18i8. All right, the 18i8.
18i6. I forget.
Yeah,
they have a whole range of them.
Well, yeah, but they count like headphone jacks as outputs on some of those, so they don't really have the number of outputs they're claiming. All right, like the 18i8 has 2 mic line inputs, 2 mic line inputs, so that's 4 mic line inputs, and 4 analog inputs on the rear panel. So we got 8 inputs. And then, of course, it got the digitals. Now, output, it's got 2-line outputs on the rear panel, 2 stereo headphone jack outputs, 2 SPDIF outputs, and 16 MIDI outputs. So it only has 2 usable outputs.
All right, I see.
See, the only one that's usable to me is the 18920. I looked through all the other ones, and I was like, what the? Why are you counting headphones as outputs? I mean, technically they are. Hello.
So I hear the word iMic while I'm mowing the grass.
I was joking.
I think I must call in.
I can hear you mowing still. How's the grass?
The joke's on you because I'm actually past that. I'm on to weed eating.
Oh, you came with your own sound effects. Okay. Well, no, my sound card could use blue screen things, and I continue sending hate tweets to M Audio.
Well, you know, not to say nothing, but the Dune and Bob Show is broadcast off of 2 iMic cards.
Yeah, I have 2 of them somewhere. They suck.
No, actually, you run them through a filter, and they're just fine.
A filter? Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. No,
you have to run them through a filter, but then they're fine. Did we lose that? Is Damon still there?
Also known as masking the problem. That's still underlying. No, Damon's showing is on the line, but hello, Damon.
Okay.
Can you talk? Huh. Maybe we did lose Damon.
Well, here's the funny thing. I'm getting looks because I'm walking around the yard with my earbuds in talking to myself. So.
That's great.
My neighbor's going, Now I was having a hard time actually getting NHB stream on. I ended up doing a search on...
Yeah, well, for 45 minutes, I had reinstalled Avast recently, and Avast decided that since it didn't recognize the executable for the messenger program, it must be a virus, and deleted it on me.
Ah.
And so I had to get a hold of Rico because it wouldn't even reinstall properly. So he had to actually manually send me the executable, which Avast then promptly tried to delete again.
Oh, God.
I've now had to disable Avast. I have no way of re-enabling an antivirus now and being able to do my show. And then just as I get started, my M Audio card blue screens me.
Well, you know, there's always Microsoft for antivirus. That's what I used. It's free. It's the right price. It might work. I don't know. Give it a shot. I know what now you could also just play that. You could play that WAV file once in a while to make you feel better.
Yeah, I've played lots of that.
Yeah.
So anyways, yesterday's frustration was dealing with MP3. Where the hell is Damon? Why is Damon gone quiet? You know what? I think Damon's thing is broken. I'm going to hang up and call him back.
Okay.
But I'm keeping you on the line.
Okay.
All right. So now we're redialing.
By the way, we can't hear anybody on Skype, just to let you know, Gators.
Can we hear you now, Damon?
I'm here.
All right. You can't hear anyone on Skype?
Nope.
Yeah, Mars can't hear me.
Could you hear Damon before?
No, you would put me on hold.
Before the crash, yes. Now, no.
But now...
Skype probably changed out your inputs again.
Oh, what the fuck? All right, Damon, talk so I can find out where you're coming out.
I am talking.
That's the only time you'll hear him.
Oh, that's fucking fan-fucking-tastic. Fucking Skype fucked up my fucking outputs again.
We love you, Skype.
I don't love you, Skype. You suck, Skype.
What?
All right.
Oh, now we hear everybody.
There we go.
Yay.
Fucking Skype. There we go. This is the Yard Work Show with Dune and Gators and David.
That's right. That's right.
I don't have a yard to do any yard work.
All right. So yesterday's frustration was, now the iPod arrived, and so I've played around now with an iPod Classic a little bit, and I've got to say, I don't see what all the fuss is. My Zune is so much better than this device.
You should rockbox it, then you can get FLAC and everything else on it.
Oh, I'll have to keep that in mind. But no, but this is for my dad, so I'm just gonna, standard as is out the box. Although I'm loading it up with tons of music. I was thinking like, it's supposed to be more user friendly or whatever. I'm not seeing it. I love my Zune. I think my Zune is more user-friendly than this iPod.
You gotta remember, this is the classic Gators. When did this thing come out?
Well, it's the new version of the classic.
They made a new classic?
Just because you buy a bottle of Coca-Cola Classic doesn't mean it's been on the shelf since the 80s.
No.
Here, while you're telling the
David,
story, I'm
when
going to mute the mic.
Okay.
But I'm listening.
Okay.
When was the last time that they actually made the last model of Classic? It's been a while, hasn't it?
I don't know. I don't keep up with this, but it's brand new. It was sealed in the
Gators, you
package.
should have got the U2 edition.
You know. Anyways, so my dad printed out this 3-page spreadsheet of songs that he wanted. And he wanted me to burn him CDs of. And so I figured, well, instead of burning him CDs of these songs, I'll throw them on an iPod. Plus, whatever I have in my collection that I know he likes. So, of course, I filled up with some Black Sabbath and Led Zeppelin and Grand Funk and his 3-page list of songs, which ranges from the 50s to the 2000s.
How about the Doobie Brothers? Did you put that on there for him?
Actually, my dad did not have any Doobies listed on this sheet, but he did.
Whoa.
But he did ask for 4 Nickelback songs. I am very disappointed in my dad. I'm gonna have to look at him and go, Dad, I'm disappointed in you. Nickelback? Really? Nickelback?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't like Nickelback myself.
Nickelback?
I don't know.
Nickelback? Someone peeing.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Not me.
Oh, it's just Mars. He's peeing right now.
Yes, I am.
And my dad put Nickelback right in between Jay Giles and Naked Eyes.
Oh, I'm sorry.
But, so I spent yesterday downloading all these songs. And the thing is that, songs have tags on them. Or, MP3 files or FLAC files. And then I got everything. I downloaded FLACs and encoded them to 320 kilobit per second MP3s. Why? Because if I download FLACs, then I can be sure to make them 320 kilobit per second MP3s. If I download MP3s, I had no way of knowing what the kilobit per second rate was until after I downloaded them. And I wanted to make everything 320 kilobit per second because that way they'd be the best that an MP3 possibly could be.
Uh-huh.
No 128 for me. 160, please. 192, we're getting closer. 256.
What's your dad? Does he care if it's 128 or 320?
He's my dad, so yes, because I said so.
I see.
Jesus Christ, Mars, are you pissing out the Atlantic Ocean?
I might be.
Going at a slow dribble, though. I have to say, that is a slow dribble of a piss right there.
Folks, I just want this all to be, this entire show needs to be filed under the phrase, what not to do in internet broadcast, in broadcasting in general.
What? I don't know what you're talking about. There's nothing wrong.
There we go. Now that's radio right there.
I got nothing to add to this.
Okay. Anyways, so the thing is that there are logical ways to, tag your collection. And I'm sure everyone has their own way to tag them. And I'm sure 99% of people out there are tagging it by, hey, that's what was on the file when I got it. But I wanted everything to, the thing is if my dad's going to, go through the iPod and listen to the songs I got him, how's he going to, know what he's looking through without it being a fucking mess?
I track everything by the track number, the artist, and then the title name.
You're just pouring a pitcher of iced tea into the toilet at this point. You've got to.
Actually, I'm filling a coffee pot with through my water filter.
Just hold on, I'll be right back, okay?
Why, you have to join him?
Yeah.
No, I'll be right back.
Yeah, actually, this is what I'm hoping the desired effect is. Everybody needs to take their streaming item of choice to the bathroom.
Okay. Anyways.
No, I'm filling my coffee pot with my pure water.
Wait, you're pissing into the coffee.
Yes, yes. Why do you think my coffee's so strong?
Hey, we have messages.
I recycle.
Gotta get. Mars sent me a link.
I did. You need this.
Yeah, it's $800, and that's on
Yes,
sale.
you need it. No, honestly, Gators, you could look through that. You could look at the other Steinbergs on that site. You can get an 8.8.
An 8.8? Okay.
I just went for the highest. It's like 24, 22 or something.
Why didn't you?
That's what I was looking at.
Wait, there isn't an 8.8. There's a 6.6 though.
All right, Gators.
Yes.
I didn't want to be left out of the fun. So.
Yes. Oh wait, you're vacuuming.
Yes.
Wow.
There.
I'm burning this place to the ground right now.
Yes. Yes.
Only fire can cure this show.
I figured,
The cleansing fire. The cleansing flame.
I didn't want to be left out.
Yes.
Well, we do need to pose the question.
What?
Why does this button not work? Bong.
Oh, God.
You did that earlier when he had his pizza.
No, the button's broken. I can't play the sound.
That's because the VAS probably blocked it.
Yeah.
And I don't even know where I saved the file to, so I can't play it manually.
Save it to your desktop.
Fuck this. I'll just play more of this lawnmower.
What are we eating today? There. Yes. Ooh, wind! It's wind.
Okay. So anyways, the point is I download all these files that have different tags on them, and then plus when you're downloading random songs, they got track numbers and the album name from the album that they came from, but so, the iPod would file them as if they were albums, but when you go in the album, it's just the 1 or 2 songs off of it, and so it would be a mess. And I don't feel like giving my dad a messy iPod,
I would have done it.
So I went through and retagged everything, but the thing is that this is an issue, MP3 file tag management, and I do have to say, I bitch about a lot of things, I curse out a lot of things, I send angry tweets about a lot of things, but I'd like to say there are 2 tools that have really come in handy, and that is what are the names of them? MP3 tag is great because you could easily just bring up your folder and see what everything's tagged. If you want to because that way I took I was downloading vacuum cleaner sound effects into folders. No, I was downloading songs.
No, that's not a vacuum cleaner. That's my coffee grinder, Gators. I'm sorry.
I'll turn that up.
I can, but I'm in the other room. I'm sorry.
So you need to put the microphone right up to it.
Yeah, come on,
Well,
Mark.
I would have, but the coffee grinder stopped.
Well,
Sorry about that, Gators.
Run it again. Get an extra fine grind.
No, it's already drained.
Here, Gators, since Mars is screwing the pooch, here we go. Wow. Here.
Oh, by the way, I have to say, I need to run that through Shazam and see if Shazam recognizes it. Because you know what Shazam identified for me, and I now have because of Shazam?
What?
I'll tell you in a bit, but I have to put you on hold first. So just hold on 1 second.
Yes, folks, we have been put on hold.
Yay! We're on hold. Oh, yes.
Yes, I now have a stereo MP3 of this. Because Shazam identified it. And I know you've all heard this before.
I might have.
Yeah, I've heard this.
This is Cisco's default hold music on their phone systems. That is why you've heard it so many times while being on hold.
That's why you're messaging me about hold music.
You didn't recognize this? I thought working with computers you would have heard this at least like 20 million times in your life.
It's okay.
But yeah, Cisco's phone systems come with this as the default for their hold music. And so when you're put on hold and you hear this, the company really doesn't give a shit what you hear, and what the phone system came with is what you're going to get.
So who actually does this? Let's give the artist credit.
Tim Carlton and Derek Deal, and it's called Opus Number 1. Basically, one of the guys worked for Cisco at the time when they recorded this in a garage in the late 80s. And so I guess they knew the guy that was putting together the whole music collection and said, here, put this on it. And it turned out that these synth sounds worked well with the voice over IP system, so it ended up getting picked as the default.
Interesting.
It shows the bass off for the VoIP.
And it sounds just as awful today as it did back in the 80s. But at least now you can hear the clap sounds move back and forth between the speakers and the stereo mix.
Well, I can't because I'm on Skype.
Well. I can send you the file if you want.
It's fine.
So there you go. And where did I get this? Actually, I got it from NPR. On a episode of This American Life, they actually talked about it, and so they offered the stereo MP3 of it to download off of the site for the show.
Wow.
There you go.
But it's only going to be up for a limited time, so you might want to grab it now.
Oh, I'm running all the way over.
But no, when I was in Dallas, one of the other guys there was put on hold while calling for support for one of the other sites in Texas that was down, and he put it on speaker on his phone while he was waiting for someone to pick up, and I was like, I hear that song all the time. I'm sure I have something I could use that for on my show. I must find a copy of this. You mind if I Shazam that? And he turned up the volume on the speakerphone, and I pulled up the Shazam app, and it identified it. Tim Carlton and Derek Deal, Opus Number 1. So I Googled it.
This is almost as bad as when you guys tried to hunt down the Nintendo Wii Store music. Which I'm pretty sure you still have that, don't you?
Oh yeah, I don't. Oh God, I haven't played that in so long. I might have to ask Liam to send me it again.
Assuming he still has it.
Oh, he's got everything. He just doesn't know where it is.
Yeah.
He never did find the pretzel promo last night. He had the pretzel music, but he didn't actually find the promo because as I was saying, he was starting to do his show. And he was just playing like different background music things, and so I asked him to play the pretzel music, and he laughed. He's like, "What is this? Taking requests now?" Or,
dear Lord.
And he played it, and then he's talking about why it's the pretzel music and trying to find the promo, but
and he couldn't find it.
And then he just started playing.
He can never find anything.
After about 5 minutes of listening to explosions and people saying knives and beeps and bloops, I wasn't sure if I was listening to Liam's show or Video Vamp spinning, so I turned it off. But no, it's cool. It's cool. I could see how people could be into listening to Liam game. So I offered my limited amount of support by listening for a full 5 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. No, I do not have the Wii song anymore. That sucks. Oh, I'll have to find it somewhere. I'm sure someone's uploaded that by now. Anyways.
Yeah.
And we lost Dune. But anyways, what I was getting to was... So, basically, I was downloading the files into folders for my dad by decade. So I have a 50s folder, a 60s folder, a 70s folder, 80s folder, 90s folder, and 2000s folder. He didn't download anything from 2010 or newer, or didn't ask me to. And this way, there was at least some kind of sorting. So that way, you're not going from the Grassroots to Nickelback, because that would just be wrong. And or from the Flamingos to Nickelback. That would be even more wrong.
Anything with Nickelback Gators.
Or going from anything to Nickelback, yeah. That would be, really Nickelback should just go in their own folder labeled Delete Me. Whatever. So, I basically, the thing is that there's an artist tag, an album artist tag, which came in handy because I just made the album artist for all these various. So that way they're all sorted under various. So they're, if my dad just wants to go through and mix it up with all the various songs, he can just, tell it to play all the various songs. And he could go by decade too, because I gave the album name of the decade it was. And I cleared all the track numbers off of them because that was a mess. But what about the artwork? Some of them had artwork from the album they came from. Some of them didn't have artwork. And I'd like all the songs to show the nice picture that goes with the song on the iPod while he's going through them. And I'd like, some consistency so that they all have a picture, and not some of them pictures, some of them don't, and some of them have pictures that have to do with the album, which is, but an MP3 tag will let you update the picture that is attached to the file, but you'd have to manually do it one by one. And like I said, my dad sent me 3 pages typed, well, not printed, of songs to download. So that was a lot of songs. And I found a really great program that's almost perfect. It's called Creevity MP3 Cover Downloader. That's Creevity, Creevity, MP3 Cover Downloader. It's free. It asks you for a PayPal donation, but you don't have to. And you basically point it to a folder, and it pulls up the first file in the folder, shows you what picture it has on it, if it has one. It gives you 6 pictures that it searches for on the internet. Now, the problem is it only shows you 6. Now, you could change the search term. It searches based on the file name, but there's a button to load other covers that you click on, so you can kind of tell it to search for something different. I don't know where it's searching from, so if you don't like the pictures it finds with the search term, you're out of luck, but it usually does pretty good. And also, you can click the picture you want and click the apply button. If you're replacing a picture, it's going to ask you, are you sure? And you got to click yes or no, which is a little annoying, but hey, if you want to, you could just clear all the pictures off of them using MP3 tag, so that way you don't have to worry about replacing any and have a clean start. And then there's a skip forward, skip back button, so you can go to the next song, and you can just go through song by song. And also, there's 6 pictures it shows, and you can basically use your number pad instead of selecting it and hitting apply. So this way, like I'm on Runaway by Shannon Dell, and I see 6 different pictures of the single cover for Runaway by Del Shannon. And the first one was the cleanest looking one. So I could press 1, boom, it applies it, and then I hit the skip button. And this is great because I'm just, going through all these, next, 2, next, 3, next, 6, next, 1, and it was really quick to apply the artwork to all of them. So that's a great program. So I've got to, I got to give the golf clap to Creevity MP3 Cover Downloader. And I've also got to give the golf clap to MP3 Tag, which I've used for a long time. Great program. I also found that MP3 Tag, it lets you update tags. Like if your tags come with 1-digit track numbers and you want to make them all 2-digit track numbers, there's a thing you can run that will do that. That's great. Also, FooBar. FooBar was great for converting my FLACs to MP3s and naming the files as I want to based on the tags that were there. Of course, if I didn't like the tags, I update the tags and need to rename the files. MP3 Tag lets me rename the file based on the tags.
Oh, I'm exhausted. All that clapping.
No. If you're gonna, if you want to maintain your tags for a certain amount of consistency with your music collection, you need MP3 Tag. And also, if you want to update your artwork easily, Creevity MP3 Cover is a good program for that. Now, the downside to Creevity MP3 Cover Downloader, it does not work with FLAC files. And I found a feedback link on their site, and I told them, wow, this is a great program. It's such a shame that it doesn't work with FLAC files, because if it had that, it would actually be a useful program. So close. So I'm hoping they'll take my words to heart and will add FLAC capabilities in the next version. Because it was useful for maintaining my dad's MP3s I was putting on the iPod, but when I went to my own collection, it was like, there's nothing in this folder. Because I had no MP3s in the folder. Yeah. So that's great. And I've not found another program that's quite like it, that's so easy to use and let me, because it was finding the picture sleeves for all these singles, which was great. So that way each one of these singles has a picture of the original picture sleeve that it would have come in. A nice picture there of Nat King Cole for the single of those lazy, hazy, crazy days of summer. So now when my dad goes listen to that song, you can see a nice worn picture sleeve of it.
Wow.
Yeah, like I said, my dad's tastes are all over the place.
It's funny. Speaking of useful utilities.
Yeah.
Okay. If I can contribute to this.
Of course.
Fabulously. I would like to contribute to CNET Radio. Okay. I have any of you heard of that internet jukebox TouchTunes?
Not familiar with that. No.
A lot of bars have this.
Oh yeah, you were talking about this last week on the Dune and Bob Show. I was listening at the airport at the at the Comfy Wing.
Well, yes. Well, I will once again endorse TouchTunes on my phone because last night I went out to Harvest Moon, left the dog home because I had to, and I walk in and they're playing like old school early '90s rap. Okay.
Sorry.
And no, it was all right, but I was like, I'm not in the mood to listen to old school 80s, 90s rap. So for $10, I purchased 24 credits with 2 bonus credits. Okay, and the war began.
The war.
The war of the jukebox. That's not what they were playing.
Well, this is Grandmaster Flash.
Oh.
He sampled a lot.
It was really more like in the 90s.
So it was later than this.
It was later, yeah. It was in that. I would say it was probably roughly in the era of 92 to 94.
Okay.
So, but all of a sudden,
you could have played your OPP. It's now at the same time.
I don't feel like changing the record right now, but I'll go for the next best thing as soon as I find the right folder here. There we go. Something more.
Oh no.
So it was more like this here.
It was sort of in this vibe, yeah.
Okay.
But now I like this song, mind you.
Oh yeah.
You know, but so they got a few of these types of tracks going, and then as if someone dragged the needle across the record, the next song that comes up, and the first song that I picked of the night was Rush, Force 10.
And I'm gonna have to look through all my Rush folders now.
Hold Your Fire.
Thank you.
First track, Hold Your Fire.
See, now if you told me the story ahead of time, I could have just queued up everything in a row.
Yeah. Well, you don't have all the stuff I picked. But, so Naughty by Nature sounded like to this.
Yeah. Nice.
And I was rocking out because I've been listening to something that someone, the guy who normally goes to karaoke, has offered to take on all of what's like my life coach.
Uh-huh. Whoa, your sound is dying on me. Yours.
Ow.
Like it keeps like trying to cut you out, it sounds like.
Maybe it's the song.
All right, well, I stopped the song.
Okay. Well, so this guy's trying to be my life coach, and he gave me a copy of this DVD set on how to. It's one of those things that you know, 20 hours of material, how to pick up women, blah 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 blah, and you know, he claims it changed his life or whatever. So I listened to some of this yesterday, and I thought to myself, you know what, fuck this. I'm gonna go out, and I'm not gonna give a shit if I talk to any women at all. You know, I'm just gonna go out and chill and have a good time regardless.
Right.
And so I decided my fun was going to be ruining all the little college students who listen to shitty music. Because at one point, the rap guy, I guess, ran out of songs. And then you got the dumb bitch who played Call Me Maybe.
Oh. So you're going out there boning up on your how to make friends and influence people skills.
Well, no,
pissing on their party.
No, because I'm like, you know, I'm tired of being the guy who's got to deal with everyone else's shitty music taste because they only know how to listen to the top 40. So the next song was off the last Dream Theater album. It was the instrumental called "The Enigma Machine," and then I went on to like Judas Priest, "Painkiller."
Nice.
And by the end of the night, I had amassed a few metal fans who were thumbing up my taste in music once I started getting into Iron Maiden, Ozzy Osbourne, Queensryche. And my last song, because I got about because I mean, granted, I played Tempest Fugit by Yes, and I Don't Care Anymore by Phil Collins and Land of Confusion. I played a Disturbed song. I played a whole bunch of shit.
Now speaking of Yes, I'm thinking a great way to get some bang for your buck is to start pulling out tracks from Tales from Topographic Oceans.
Yeah, well, here's the beautiful point. I don't think they have any of the tail. I'm pretty sure they have Close to the Edge.
They have what? I'm sorry.
I think they might have Close to the Edge.
Oh, there you go. That'll work.
I know that they have Hemispheres by Rush, which is like 20 minutes long, and they had a Change of Seasons by Dream Theater, which is 20 minutes long. So yeah, if I really wanted to really piss off the bar, next week I may very well pick all epics.
Nice.
2112 is up there too.
Nice. There you go.
So, but no, I was trying to go easy. So by the end of the night, other metalheads in the bar were jumping on it, and so Sue started requesting Pantera and Megadeth. Well, needless to say, by the end of the night, the metalheads were the only one left in the bar. So I'm, but I was having fun. Fuck it, I didn't care. I was having fun.
Well, that's cool. At least you found out who the metalheads are now.
Yeah, so I don't know. Next week, I don't know. Next week, maybe I'll pull out Close to the Edge.
There you go. I recommend that.
I don't know if I'm going to play anything from Topographic Oceans because I need to be able to sit through it. And Topographic Oceans is hard to sit through.
I disagree with you. I think it's a great album. Actually,
I like the first track and the last track, the two in the middle.
Rumor is that's the next one to get the 5.1 treatment from Yes.
I thought you were going to say rumor is that's the next one they were going to play when they went on tour because they've been doing these album tours lately.
Well, I don't know because another one's coming out and they're not saying which one it is, but the guy that authors the discs recently asked the question if he were going to author a reissue of a double album, would we prefer to have it in a 2-disc format like the album originally was, or if it fits on 1 disc, would we prefer 1 disc? And so it's like, dude, we know you're authoring the Yes stuff. We know they got a 501 coming out next. Are you telling us Tales from Topographic Oceans is the next one?
Well, hold on, because it could be Yes songs, or it could be Yes shows.
It could be. It could be. That is possible. Although Yes songs or Yes shows, wasn't that a triple?
It was a triple album.
Right.
Yeah. Well, no. Yes songs was a triple album. Yes shows was a double.
Yes shows. Well, plus they're only doing like the 70s albums.
Well, those are live albums from the 70s.
Okay. Well, I think one of them falls outside of the range. I forget the exact years they're going to, but
Yes shows probably falls slightly out because I think that came out after Drama.
Yeah. So I think that's outside of the range.
Right.
Yes songs possibly, but I'm not sure if Yes.
I don't know
songs,
if you're going to do a live album as a 5.1.
Now,
so, yeah.
Here's the thing: the movie Yes songs did have a quad mix.
Go figure.
But no one's got a film print of it anymore.
Oh, wow.
In fact, if anyone out there listening happens to have a Yes Songs original film print,
yeah,
because
we have tons of Yes fans listening.
But if you do happen to have one in your collection, Yes would like to hear from you.
Yeah.
So you might want to drop them a line.
Yeah. But the one thing I've noticed going back to the Touch Tunes thing is whatever band you pull up, it seems to me, this is my guess, but the most requested songs are at the top. And so, like, obviously, like, the most beaten to death, overplayed, pain in the ass songs at the top. No, Damon scrolls down the list of ways.
Yeah.
Like, I could have played Roundabout. Last week I played Owner of a Lonely Heart by Yes. No, Damon whips out Tempest Fugit. And
there you go.
One album that doesn't have John Anderson on vocals. And I'm, like, digging it. I love this, because what jukebox has that?
Now here's a question. If you really want to dig back into obscure territory, do they have The Sin?
I did not look.
Yeah, because I'll tell you, I'm digging The Sin, which you're familiar with The Sin, right?
That was pre-Yes.
That was pre-Yes. Yes.
Never heard them.
Yeah, no, that was which one was Chris Squire was in, and Peter Pang.
Reality is getting you down.
I've been digging this. They only had a few singles, but this is my favorite.
Could it be the job up in the gravitational pull?
The 14-hour Technicolor Dream. Yeah, you can get a CD of the Sin that
I'm
includes
sure.
this stuff.
No, I don't think they have this because
That's pretty obscure.
yeah.
Not
But one of the things,
mainstream at all.
there's a few like they don't have my song on there, as we learned.
Right.
Okay, they don't have Halford. They have Judas Priest, but they don't have Halford because I wanted to play Resurrection. That if you got to look that song up, that will scare people out of a bar. That song, because he you know how Rob, if you've ever heard Painkiller, he's all faster than a bullet, he's like way up there.
Right.
And Resurrection is another one of those songs where he's just, I want to learn it to a boy, you know, all the way up there, the whole song. And it's this really gut-wrenching metal song, and it's awesome. But all the Call Me Maybe chicks would have crawled into the bar in fear, and it would have been awesome. But see, what was great is a couple of my songs would play, and then some random Fiona Apple song would come on, or some depressing chick song would come on, and then the next song would be like Phil Collins' I Don't Care Anymore. It was fucking great.
Now, do they have any King Crimson in their catalog there?
Oh, I should have looked.
Yeah, you could have had some fun with that, you know. You could have, you know.
Yeah, but which one? Which one would be?
I don't know. Maybe Lark's Tongue and Aspic? I'm just skipping to the middle of it. Yeah.
Hold on. I think what I would have done with that was I would have gone into the 90s.
You would have what?
Would have done like the 90s King Crimson.
Oh yeah,
the
that
one,
would work.
The dual trio thing.
Right.
Some of that shit on Thrak is just scary. And it's awesome.
Yeah.
You know, that would have, like, because, you know, like I said, I just thought it because someone, by the only reason I found out that some people were actually paying attention is I'm sitting at the bar. The one guy next to me is going, what the hell's up with the music selection tonight? And I'm going to go, oh, that might be my fault.
Nice.
And that was when I found out, because he was like, who played Painkiller by Judas Priest? I'm like, that was me. He's like, that was you? And he's like, yeah. I was like, dude, that was awesome. At the end of the night, they're playing Walk by Pantera. We're going, respect! You know, it was great.
All right.
I don't think the tender appreciated us chasing half his clientele out, but then again, I'm not going to, you know what, I'm not going to take the blame for that because it was 1 o'clock in the morning.
Well, there you go. But if you
know.
chase all the ladies out, who are you going to hit on?
Well, I really wasn't, you know, I really have just reached the point now, to this point right now where it's like, fuck it. You want to talk to me, fine. You don't want to talk to me, fuck you. I don't care. I did talk to one woman last night. They went to the beach earlier in the day, and after pressing them for information, I found out that they went to the nude beach on Sandy Hook.
Hmm?
And unfortunately, they kind of made a mistake and ended up in the gay section.
Oh.
So I'm like, did you get naked? And she's like, yeah. I'm like, well, that's good. At least she's like, look, there was no guys ogling me because we were in the gay section. She got to witness some sexual acts that she really didn't want to see. And I think the end of the night culminated in a circle jerk.
Oh.
Yeah, and someone actually apparently there's some strange people on that beach because someone apparently was using a miniature slinky on themselves.
Wow.
And the funny thing is, if you listen,
don't those pinch?
I don't know.
Was this a plastic slinky or a metal slinky?
No, it's a miniature slinky. That's all I know. But the thing that I thought was kind of funny, I have called somebody a dick slinky before, but I never thought
that was real.
I never thought that would come into fruition as reality.
Oh, you get the hairs caught in there. Oh.
That must have been a little mini plastic slinky.
Yeah, it was a little mini plastic. I think it was plastic. I didn't really ask. I was kind of disturbed.
Yeah.
But I did make it a point to mention that I originally had coined the phrase dick slinky.
That was your creation.
That was mine.
That's your contribution to the gay
English
community.
Yeah. No, to the English. Well, to the English. But someone actually took my inference and made it a reality.
Now, could you put like one of those eyeballs on the end of it, like you had those glasses with the slinky eyeballs coming out? There you go.
Gators, I wasn't there and I only know the story as it was told to me.
And if you were there, you'd only know if you felt it. So.
Yeah, and I'm not.
Hey, mind if I feel your dick slinky there?
In the 40 years of my existence, I have never even thought to go to the nude beach at Sandy Hook.
Yeah, me neither.
And because I just don't think I can work up the nerve to get nude.
If you're gonna be nude in public, why at a place with sand? Sand everywhere.
That's kind of my point. Sand can get in the hole of the dick.
Oh.
Yes, you know, and I'm pretty sure pissing out sand granules is not pleasant.
No, I mean, you know, it's bad enough when you get out of the water and dry off, your feet are covered with sand, you know.
Yeah, not to mention, what would salt water up your dick hole do? I mean, that can't feel good either.
Well, I mean, when it's not like your bathing suit's watertight. I mean, you're...
Well, maybe that's so. But you have more, but it is kind of a buffer.
Water goes right in. Yeah, you know, that's
I guess so.
But what we do all want to, what we've been waiting for all week long here, Damon, is what's the dog update?
There really hasn't been one, because I had a cold most of the week and I didn't really go out. There was really, well, you heard about the incident where Mr. Killian decided to cross me diagonally across.
Yeah, Killian decided to do a little jaywalking.
Yeah, a little. So nothing really crazy. I mean, I went out Monday and we did the walk to the bus stop and back, and we crossed Albany Street, and that worked out fine. And then later in the day, I tried to do the same walk again, and Killian kind of lost his mind somewhere on the way back, and I had to have someone assist me across the same street because he couldn't find the curb or whatever the hell, kind of something in the switch flipped off, and he stopped being a seeing eye dog. And then I got sick, and then
Wait, he couldn't find the curb?
He just was all over the place, and he couldn't get to the corner.
Maybe you should get a cane for your dog.
I was gonna say, did you get like a blind seeing eye dog?
No.
Are you supposed to be the seeing eye person for
He's
Killian?
got this. See, this is the thing. I don't understand because, like, what I think happened is when Killian has to go to the bathroom, and now keep in mind, I take him out to go before we do anything, but Killian gets very sidetracked by anything that moves. Traffic on the street, people coming out of the building, a leaf blowing across the ground.
And you want him to be aware of moving things to dodge you around.
Is it good to have a seeing eye dog that has ADD?
Seemingly no. But see, that's the thing. He won't go to the bathroom, or he'll go to the bathroom, and then, of course, he'll have to go again later. So when Killian reaches critical mass, I guess, let's be fair. If you have to shit really bad, and you've been holding it for a while, and you're reaching critical mass, are you really concentrating on what you're doing? You're really kind of concentrating on trying not to shit yourself.
You know, there's a computer game for that.
I'm sure there is.
We have covered this on my show. There's a great computer game called
remember that, yeah.
Don't Shit Your Pants.
I do remember this, yeah. So I think that's what happened, because on my way back, and not to mention, I think the other thing that confuses my dog is when you walk in one direction, reach a certain point, and then you immediately turn him around and start taking him back the way we just came. This seems to be a great source of mental dilemma for my dog. It's kind of like, we just came this way. Why are we going back? So,
because I said so.
Yeah, so, but yesterday I did the same walk, and he did fine, minus the point where he tried to pick up bread off the ground. And let me tell you something. Killian is very protective of his bread. Because I had to fight him. I mean, hardcore fight him.
Oh, did you do doggy push-ups after you got the bread?
No, because the last time I tried that, I got flack from the general public for abusing my dog.
They can all suck it. You need to do what you need to do.
But see, the thing, what everybody fails to realize is I'm still correcting him. So I'm correcting him, and the way you correct the dog is I'm doing what they call a two-handed correction at this point, because I'm trying to get my point across. So you basically put both hands on the leash, push forward, and then you pull back with both hands to the point where he's sliding across the sidewalk, you know. And So, I mean, like, this doesn't look any better, I guess.
Yeah, no, that doesn't sound much better.
But I mean, then I got to go into his mouth and get the offending material out. And he is just fighting me. He will not let me into his mouth. I eventually, and so I finally get it out of his mouth, drop it on the ground, command him to go forward. He immediately puts his head down on the ground and tries to grab it again.
Ah.
We did this about 3 times before I finally got it through to him that he's not allowed to eat that. And he walked past it.
Well, that's good.
You know, my biggest problem really is nothing. It has nothing to do with him. It's really, I did take him to Seaside on Thursday because Psycho Steve's in the neighborhood.
Oh, cool. How's he doing?
He's happier in South Dakota.
Oh.
Swears he's never coming back to Jersey again, even to visit.
What's so great about South Dakota?
You can carry a gun.
I see.
Among other things. No, he's doing well. He's actually got a job. He's able to pay his bills and everything, which he couldn't do here. You know, so he's happy out there, and that's fine. But
I just shit my pants again.
Oh well. So the thing with Steve, we went down to Seaside, which that boardwalk is.
Shit my pants again.
My story boring?
Did you at least make it to the door?
All right, go ahead. You went to the boardwalk with
sorry.
Psycho Steve.
Yeah. Well, Killian doesn't want to walk down the middle of the boardwalk. Killian, his training kind of suggests that he basically walks on the left-hand side of wherever he is. Steve wants to walk in the middle of the boardwalk. So I spent the entire half hour we were on the boardwalk before we realized this is depressing. This boardwalk is 1/4 the size it used to be, and we went home. I spent the entire time, Killian's pulling me to the left, Steve's pulling me to the right, Killian's pulling me to the left, Steve's pulling me to the right. I felt like I was playing tug of war.
At that point, you know what I would have done? I would have handed the leash to Steve, pulled out my cane, and I'd say, I'll just let you two have this fight.
No, what I ended up doing was there's a way you could kind of take your dog off duty, which is you drop the harness handle and you just walk him by the leash. And at that point, you know, he knows he's off duty. He doesn't have to follow his training. And so and I just kind of held on to his arm. Because Steve wasn't and I kept saying, Steve, he's trained to walk along the left. And Steve wasn't catching on. So, you know, I wasn't interested in fighting.
Right.
But the biggest problem I've got is not with Killian at all. It's pretty much like I mentioned the last several weeks. I went out while I was taking Killian on his walk yesterday. I went to the same place that I went to without the cane, where I owned the jukebox, and I had some dinner. And people just amaze me at the rudeness of just people who come up and start petting my dog and don't even ask me, don't even acknowledge I exist. And even the bartenders have started, like, I know the bartenders who know me very well have started kind of like, Damon, I don't know what to do for you, man. I can't believe how rude people are. Like, maybe you should get a sign. And, you know, like, they're all feeling bad for me because it's like, it's just completely ridiculous that people can't, like, have the courtesy to not pet my dog.
And that sucks that they're rude. And then that sucks that you play the night chasing people away instead of making friends. Could you, once you arrived at the bar, take him off duty for your time that you're in the bar?
Well,
and then it's not as big of an issue.
Well, the problem with that is when someone comes up to him and starts petting him, it gets him all riled up. And then I got to try and settle him back down. And I'm doing this multiple times a night, so I can't enjoy my food or you know, I got to constantly stop and settle him back down. If I take the harness off, he knows he's off duty. He can kind of, it gives him the excuse to behave even less, shall we say.
So the harness is keeping him restrained.
Not so much restrained, but he kind of knows.
He holds back.
Yeah, I think so.
So you don't want to, because if you take him off duty so that, you know, it can be friendly time with the dog, the dog's going to cause disruption.
So, to a degree, yeah. And at least, you know, I mean, I mean, I don't also want to get into the habit that every time someone wants to pet my dog, that I'm going to have to, you know, that I'm going to take the harness off and pet, and you know, I want to be, so, I mean, I don't know. I'm still figuring out how best to handle this, and I got to call the school and see if I can get some help on this one. But who the hell's? Oh, and I'll talk to that person later.
Well,
So
I'm thinking a sign might help. It sounds like a lot of people ignore signs, but
yeah, they do. Well, someone suggested the whole "get the sign for your dog, please don't pet my dog." And when I mentioned my idea for the shirt that I wanted,
right.
the female bartender laughed her ass off for about 5 minutes.
Oh, there you go.
While telling me I was a horrible person. But the shirt that I wanted to get said, "Please don't pet my guide dog, pet me instead."
There you go. There you go. That is the shirt.
So, now something to that effect. Now, like I said, I could get a sign, but and I'm probably going to ask them about that as well. But now it's another thing I got to contend with. I'm afraid of putting anything on him because, especially with summertime, it's getting hot. He's already a golden retriever, yellow lab mix, so he's got a lot of hair. And that's the other problem I've got. This dog sheds non-stop. I mean, I brush him, and it's like I never brushed him. And, I'm slowly going from hardwood floor to shag carpeting because I can't keep up with the hair. So...
yeah, that's the thing about dogs, is they leave
you
hair everywhere.
So you can pretty much tell where David's been because you'll see the trail of yellow lab hair.
Where's David?
Was
follow the hair.
Or just follow the trail of hair. Or David was here. Wow, there's a big pile of hair next to the chair.
Oh, geez.
I have pulled handfuls out of the brush, and he's still, I'll pet him 5 minutes later, and hair is still coming off in my hand.
Have you thought about a Flowbee?
Flowbee.
I'm not shaving my dog.
No. It sucks. Just stick a vacuum cleaner on it. It'll be fine.
I tried that with the vacuum cleaner I have here.
It clogged it, didn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know. If you want to shave the dog, there's still always the...
That would be a negative, sir.
That probably wouldn't end well.
Well, I'm gonna. I want to eventually take him to get bathed because he hasn't really had a decent bath since I got him.
Hmm.
And I was talking to him. Of course, every time I ask my dad's like, "Oh, wait till summer when he's finished shedding his summer." But right now I'm really not talking to my parents because of an issue I don't want to get into. But
oh darn! I was going to ask, but
the short version is I went home last Sunday and visited, with my cousin, and my mom asked me if there was anything I needed, and I said I probably need to go food shopping, and she kind of jumped all over my ass about how I still need their help with too many things, and basically dragged up every single mistake I made over the last 2 years.
Oh, God.
But they asked if you needed any help or anything. You just responded.
At that point, you say, I, as much as I love to listen to your bitching, I got to go do my grocery shopping now.
Well,
okay, thanks, bye.
Well, because I just got really pissed off, and my way of retaliating was to delete my mom off Facebook. And, yeah.
Ooh,
yeah, that's apparently a big sin.
That's a no-no right there.
Well, too bad. So, actually... I went a little further. I deleted everyone in my family off Facebook except my sister.
So everyone with Fabrio in their name.
Well, no, because I still have my sister.
Okay, so she's still a Fabrio.
Yeah.
Okay.
And so so then the next day my mom sends me a message. Oh, I guess I got deleted. Nice. Sorry, you're mad.
Sorry, you're mad. Oh.
Sorry, you're mad at me.
Oh, that's one of those non-apology apologies.
Yeah, pretty much. So I haven't said a word to any of them since.
I think that's more like I'm going to try to guilt trip you a little bit into something.
She doesn't know that's not going to work.
That don't fly with No, Damon's not standing for that shit.
No. Sometimes the guilt trip works, but not when you just basically rip my head off for 5 minutes in front of my cousin, mind you.
And which cousin?
The Hole.
The Hole. Okay. How's the Hole doing?
He bought a Jeep.
Oh. There you
So
go.
now he has one less excuse for why he can't go out, because now he can't be like, I can't park the truck because it's so big or it's using up too much gas. He's got a Jeep that can turn on a dime, and he gets better gas mileage than most people. Way better than what he was getting. So now I can't wait to see his newest excuse.
I don't know.
For why he can't do anything. But that's my cousin.
I'm sure he'll have one. Oh, gee, I'd really love to, but I don't feel like.
Well, now it's like he's allergic to the dog.
There you go.
So so that's why I don't. That's basically why I just have determined that I want nothing to really do with my family, at this time. So, and it's not like they listen to this show. So
These are the people that you passed up the opportunity to move to Florida because you didn't want to be away from them.
Yeah. Well, I kind of need.
How's that working for you?
Yeah, it's working well. I still probably wouldn't have moved to Florida because at the time that something got offered to me, I had the girlfriend who's no longer with me.
How's that working for you?
Well, actually, I'm probably better off.
Yeah, but David, you should have gone to Florida.
Oh yeah, I really yeah, because I would have done so well there.
Who knows? You could have been in a relationship with someone in Florida by now. You don't know. Well, then again, it could have been worse. You could be dead.
I'm not really all that worried about a relationship right now.
Okay, well that's good.
I'm almost tempted to see just how long I can go without sex. I mean, hell, we're at the 16-month mark.
Oh well, we know how long you can go without a little one-on-one action, a one-on-yourself action.
Yeah, no, I won't be doing that.
Yeah, we'll be doing that again.
Nope.
Oh. Now, how long was it you had to go?
48 days.
48 days. Man, that must have. Oh.
Let me fill here. You know what? I'm gonna fill you in on a little secret.
You cheated?
Yeah, really bad.
What happened? How many days did you go, and what happened?
It was Jessica's fault.
Oh, is that? I think I remember that being a issue.
Didn't she call in and say, "Yeah, I'll break him"?
Look, I was broken before it all. See, because here's the thing. When I made that deal, when I made that bid, that was before I knew I was moving out, and that was before everything with Kim went down like it did.
Right.
So I moved out, and everything got all sorts of fucked up from that point on.
Right. And then you couldn't even jerk it.
Like, basically, the day that I was the night before I was supposed to stop, I was going to do one last one, and I fell asleep.
Oh.
And I woke up the following morning and said, you know what? I'm not emotionally strong enough to do this right now. And I knew, based on how things were playing out, that nobody was going to really take the bit and do what I originally hoped they were going to do with it. So I said, fuck it. No one's ever going to know. You know.
What were you hoping people were going to do with the bit?
Oh, I was hoping people were going to make the big deal out of it like they usually did whenever I did something stupid like that.
Well, we were making a big deal. Every week, Rad was asking about the update.
Yeah, but see,
how much bigger of a deal did you want us to make? I mean,
I was waiting for girls to call in and completely try to fuck with my world. And
right.
all the girls who
right
promised,
after you cursed out every girl on the face of the earth for hours. Yeah, they're going to listen to your show and call you and want to talk to you.
Gators.
Do you have any idea how much you pissed off anyone who was female that was listening that night?
Gators. I mean,
let me tell you, I live with a female, so I heard all about how kinds of pissed off females were at the stuff you were saying that night.
What, on the telephone show?
Oh, let me tell anyone who was female that was listening to that show left that show hating you.
I do not recall the details of
what
I said.
You cursed out every female, basically. And sure, your anger was was aimed towards specific females.
I was angry.
But your comments went out as a blanket statement.
Gators, how many... You listened to the show for years before that point. You think that's the first time I went on a tirade against the female sex?
This one was pretty harsh, though.
Was it?
It was.
I gotta go back and listen to that show. No, wait, I don't want to.
I know that certain females that were in earshot were particularly pissed at you that night, just from listening.
Oh, so wait, so your wife's mad at me again?
Well, that show was a while ago, but she still remembers it.
I was drunk.
I know. You were drunk.
I was drunk, and I was like,
yes,
emotionally bleeding out all over the place.
I know, and I understand the circumstances. I'm just saying that's probably what scared off the female listening audience.
Well, no, because these were the same females who swore they were going to break me.
And then they all decided, well, fuck this dude.
Well, you know what? Whatever. I can't take back the past.
No. You can just, forward and ahead.
Well, that's, look, this is why I don't do internet radio anymore.
Yeah. So anyways, you basically were just jerking off left and right like it was no tomorrow throughout the whole time you were saying you weren't.
Pretty much, yeah.
Oh, wonderful. Lovely.
Well, you know what it was? When in the midst of my derangement, after Kim left, I basically decided that this was my way of getting the listeners back for all the shit they put me through for 10 plus years.
Jerking off in secret while saying that you're not jerking off. This is your ultimate
revenge. They all thought that I was going to get tormented and tortured, and that they were, going to laugh at my expense.
You showed us, Damon. You had your revenge. You jerked off in secret.
Look, I wasn't mentally well at the time, okay?
Okay.
But the girl I was madly in love with destroyed me, okay?
Yeah. That sucked.
I was destroyed, okay? And I had to live with Julian.
Well, that's the worst part of that whole thing. And he probably walked in on you half the time.
No. I was smart enough to lock my door.
Okay.
He wouldn't have been able to see it if he did.
What's that slapping sound?
I'm not that.
Okay. All right. So it was all much like your promise to do a certain number of shows based on donations. Your promise to the donators is all a big lie.
No, hold on. The promise. Wait, what happened with the certain number of shows? Oh yeah.
You didn't do them. You didn't do them.
No, I'm trying to remember why.
Same bullshit as always. Well, co-hosts, material, don't feel like it. It was the same old shit another year.
That was the other period when Kim had completely screwed up my brain. And there was a co-host issue.
When isn't there a co-host issue on your show?
The co-host issue was, Liam. We all know how Liam's history. I mean, I love the kid to death, but he wasn't Mr. Reliable.
Yeah, I know.
Why do you think I stopped? It's like, this is why I stopped.
Now, on that note, I think it's time to wrap up the show so Damon can go take care of a little personal business.
No, I gotta vacuum my rug.
Is that what you're calling it now?
No, I really do have to vacuum my apartment because dogs are everywhere.
Is that a wet dry vac you're using?
No, it's an upright.
I was gonna say, after all you've been doing, you might need the wet dry vac. Okay, but anyways, we've somehow miraculously made it through this Dune list. Dune and Bob Show. We'd like to thank Dune for calling in while taking a break from his mowing.
That show's brought to you by a fast M audio and Skype screwing up the audio setting.
Yes, all those wonderful things. And Windows 7's IRQ assignments.
Oh, yeah, I forgot about that.
God. I don't know what I'm going to do because I can't keep doing the show with all these fucking blue screens. And when I send hate tweets to them audio, they tell me to contact their support. When I contact their support, an automated email says, well, we'll get right on that.
Yeah.
Anyways, well, I didn't talk at all about Dallas and the lovely weather issues. So apparently Dallas, which doesn't normally get rain this time of the year and has been in a drought for years now, decided to have a bunch of rain while I was there.
Gators, if it makes you feel better, there's a binding convention, and apparently there are tropical storms hitting there.
Oh,
so,
nice. Well,
Sweet.
let's just say I've
All week.
experienced the worst turbulence of my life flying into Dallas. It reminded me of being on Andrew's boat. It was that bad.
Oh my God!
Nice.
You remember all the colors I turned?
I remember that. Oh.
That's what I was feeling like on this plane.
Oh, I thought you were gonna throw up.
Well, the thing is I felt sick, but nothing was coming up. Fortunately, I didn't feel like I was holding anything back, but I wanted to puke because puke would have offered me relief. But yeah. You know, it's kind of like masturbating without being able to come. You know.
Oh, I don't know what that's like.
No, either.
Me neither. I don't have that problem, but yeah, I was feeling like on Andrew's boat on that plane. I was so glad when it touched down. Mind you, I spent hours waiting at the airport because they changed the flight after I got to the airport to a later flight. So which you know what was kind of cool in a way, because if the flight left at the original time, I would have missed the second hour of the Dune and Bob show. This way, I got to hang out in the comfy wing of the airport and right into the Dune and Bob show and listen to it all, and then eat a second meal at the airport. Oh, I love this. I eat lunch at the airport. So I get, bacon cheeseburger and a bottle of light iced tea that's sugar-free. And I got the bottle on the tray. I'm walking towards the table with the tray. Some dumb bitch is walking right towards me. Does she move out of my way while I'm carrying this tray with a big glass bottle on it? No. She keeps walking straight towards me. I have to swerve out of the way to miss her. Now, I swerved. The glass bottle decided not to swerve. And then she looks at me like I'm the idiot for dropping this glass bottle when she's the one that forced me out of the way like that. And I just wanted, I was visually upset at her, but I didn't say anything. But I got this look at her like, you dumb bitch.
So you lost your sugar-free iced tea.
Well, it was still right by the counter. So, of course, the staff there is like, what was that? And they come over. I'm like, well, we got an iced tea spill here. He's like, I'll take another one. So I took another one, and someone else cleaned it up. So,
Nice.
Yeah, it worked out fine for me. Sucks for the staff there, but hey, that's what they're there for, right?
Right.
And so, I go to the gate, and then I get a text that, the gate has changed. And that's when I was messaging you, like, time to tweet. I walk over to the other gate, fancy tables with plug outlets everywhere, big comfy chairs everywhere, and it wasn't even that crowded. It was great. It was absolutely great. I hung out there for a few hours. Yeah. Yeah, but, of course, I didn't get to my hotel room until 2 in the morning, Central Time, which was, and I had to be up early. And being that I was in Central Time, I had to wake up earlier than I normally would because 6 o'clock Central Time is 4 o'clock Pacific Time. Yeah, so I only got like 4 or 5 hours of sleep.
Right.
I decided I'm waking up I'm not getting until 8. I'll wake up at 7:30, which was still 5:30 my time. Ugh.
Right.
So yeah, that day sucked. But then the flight getting out of Dallas gets delayed because there was all these lightning storms and lightning strikes, and you know what? I'm delaying. I don't want to get hit by lightning on my way out of here. But what that meant was whenever they said, "Oh, we're hoping it'll clear up in 10 minutes," I knew, what that phrase means. That phrase means we're sitting here until the weather decides it's damn well ready to let us leave. And so, I guess, maybe about an hour delay or so.
So were you sitting in the plane?
No. The weather got bad just before we were going to board the plane.
Oh, because I've actually sat on a plane for over an hour and a half before it even took off.
Yeah, because it used to be that they would board the plane, so that way once the window comes, they could take off and be ready to take off. But there have been too many. I think there's been issues with people complaining and threatening lawsuits, and I think there's actually laws now that you can only keep people on the plane for so long because of how much there's been abuse of keeping people on a plane against their will.
Right.
Dune writes in, thanks for filling, Jay. No problem. And so now I think they're a little reluctant to load a plane when it's an indefinite delay.
Right.
Which I understand where they're coming from, because if you want to, because basically when the weather clears up, it could get bad again. So, it's like, and every plane is going to try to take off at the same time. So, it's like if we don't get out of here, the window could close. So on the one hand, it's like, do I want them to hurt us onto the plane so that we can get out of here sooner, or would I rather stay where it's more comfortable and risk being stuck here longer? Well, I was perfectly fine in the nice comfy chair out in the by the gate. And we got in the plane and we got out of there, no problem. So it all worked out. It's just that I got home later, which, hey, more hours of overtime. So and the turbulence wasn't that bad getting out of there.
Right.
So all in all, it went well.
Gators, this is turning into the show where you played the closing theme for an hour after you're supposed to be off.
All right. Well, anyways.
You remember that show? You did that on the Amateur Hour once.
Once? I've done that multiple times. All right. Anyways, so that was traveling, and I gained weight, but I've lost it again now. So I'm back to where I was before the trip.
Congratulations.
Well, we try to be educational here. So, David, what have you learned here this week?
Thanks for putting me on the spot.
Well, I do this at the end of every show.
Yeah, well, I didn't think you were going to do it at the end. You go. I'll come back to you.
Okay. Well, I don't know what I learned yet. I'm still thinking of something. So, Mars, what have you learned?
I've learned that the NHB stream is still not up.
None of them?
The OG wasn't up, so I don't know.
I'm encoding.
I'll laugh my ass off if you haven't been broadcasting this whole fucking time.
And you enjoy mowing the lawn. I've learned that the NHB stream is still not up.
You lie.
See, I'm broken
you
then.
lie.
I am broken.
You're broken.
Damn.
I've learned that I've now killed the ending music, so now I gotta. All right. So, anyways, I've learned. Fuck you, technology. Fuck you. That's what I've learned. Neo, what have you learned? Nothing.
Well,
Damon.
I learned that Dune needs to come back.
All right. Well, anyways, this has been the clusterfuck of a Dune and Bob show. I apologize to everyone but M Audio, Skype, and Avast because you three fuckers need to die. Thank you for listening. Good night, everyone. And be sure to check out www.nhradio.com for all your internet radio needs and lawnmower needs. Goodbye.
Game over, man.
I'm glad it's over.
Yeah, that was awesome. Boy, I know. You know what I hated most? What? Everything stunk.
Hung up back in 5 minutes. Just wait longer.
Just blow this joint.
It's time to blast off for Dreamland. Don't go away mad. Just go away.
Let's call it a day. Everybody, go home.
Good night, lady.
See you later, alligator.
Go in peace, sin no more. I'm out of here.
Now, run along and play with your little toys.
Oh! It just gets worse and worse.
Please come again.
Up here. After 5:15. This house is clear.
Not.
We are leaving.
This tape will self-destruct in 5 seconds.
Oi, shoot the radio.
Like they should get a hat out for dancing or something. No. Anybody have some maracas or